Hi, my name is Chan Seaton. I'm the Chief Learning Officer here at Big Skyway, and for today's little learning nugget, I want to talk to you about situational leadership. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you have to flex your style to a unique individual or a unique situation? We can't be doing the same thing. We can't be unidimensional in our approach as leaders. And so sometimes we have to flex. Now, situational leadership models have been around for a long time. One of the more famous ones comes from Harrison Blanchard in the late 60s. And so today I've got kind of an adapted model here, and I want to talk to you about how do you sometimes flex to the situation. So I've got two variables. One is ability and one is commitment. So think of people you've worked with before. If someone has high commitment, they're really concerned about their surroundings. They're concerned about the job. They're thinking about how can I do what's right for the organization. There's some loyalty there. Someone with low commitment, they have very little concern for the work. They don't put as much time and energy into things, and maybe their primary concern is keeping their job. So high and low commitment. I'm sure you can think of people you've worked with in the past that had high and low commitment. Now, ability. High ability is you can think of a problem from lots of different perspectives. You can work through the different plans and find something that makes sense. There's a little more analysis there. Someone with lower ability, they might be confused about problems. They're not sure what needs to be done. They might say, hey, can you show me how to do this? Okay, so high and low ability, and I'm sure you can think of folks you've worked with in the past that had high-low ability. So now we can put these two variables up and do some plotting and think about an individual or an employee or somebody you work with that had high commitment, but they had low ability. They weren't quite sure how to do something, but man, they were on the team. Now, if I've got that situation, a lot of times it might be education or training. They've got the commitment, they just don't know how to do it. What kind of tools, skills, education do they need so they can be a better performer? That's where my mind goes. Now, what if they have high ability, but they don't have as much commitment? Well, that makes me think about motivation. Why don't they not have the commitment? They can do the work fine, but they don't quite have that concern for the environment, for the organization, the people around them. And granted, that's a grand topic, motivation, but that's where my mind goes. How can I help this person get on track? And it's probably a motivation thing. These are very different. And I find a lot of managers, leaders, they're not sure where to begin. But this is a way to kind of step back and analyze the situation so you know what path to go down. Now, what if they have high ability and high commitment? Delegate, right? A high performer hates being micromanaged. The best thing you can do is delegate. Let them loose. They hate being micromanaged. And then the dreaded spot, the dreaded low ability and low commitment. Now, odds are you did a bad job hiring. That's a high probability that we didn't understand who we were hiring and what the tasks were, and now we're stuck with this person that doesn't want to be there and then really not thriving. So in those cases, I might be thinking about, is there another seat on the bus for them? Is there another role that might fit them better? I want to be thinking about that. And worst case scenario, I might need to coach them out. It's just not a good fit. But all very different approaches. And the point to this is it's situational, right? What might work with one person might not work with this person. It's flexing to the situation. Is it a motivation issue? Is it an education issue? What is it? And that's going to help you be more effective in where you put your energies. So I hope that helps. Have yourself a great day and take care.